All right, guys, so the new challenge rift is here. Can now go all the way up to level 400, which means we can upgrade our secondary set gear even more. And yeah, we're going to see just how far we can push in the challenge rift as a relatively, I would say, average combat rating player. We're going to cover my current combat rating, my resonance, and everything in between before we get into the new challenge rifts, and we're going to see just how far we can push in this video. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Also, we're testing out a different build than the one I typically rock when it comes to our challenge rifts. I actually like this build a lot, so I'll cover that at the end, so make sure you watch it all the way till the very end. I did go ahead and do the first 5 levels just to do my immortal dailies, but in terms of my actual combat rating, I'm sitting at 22,450, which is pretty easy to obtain if you've been playing this game from the beginning. I am obviously in Inferno 2. I do have 4 pieces at level 16 already. I do have full Inferno 2 set gear, so 1257 for the most part for my combat rating, 1245 there, 1246. So 2 of them are not 1257. And then I have some decent upgrades or triple stat ones for my legendaries. For my resonance, I am rocking the 3,290. You can see my legendary gems are there if you're curious. Only 2-star I'm running is going to be the Mother's Lament, which is a very, very good gem. Gives you a lot of critical hit chance, which is great. Now, let's get going straight into it. Like I said, I'll cover the build at the very end. We're just going to go through as many of these as I can. We're going to do them in increments of 5. I don't even have an estimate as to how far I'm going to be able to get. I'm going to be honest. I know that I've seen people finish all 400 that are much larger than I am in terms of their combat rating. So okay, that was a weird spawn. But I really don't have any like good measurement. I haven't seen people around my rating to see how far they can get. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see just how far we can go. I'm hoping at least like 380, right? So I mean, that would make me feel pretty good. Anything more than that, I feel like is a nice little bonus. But yeah. We don't have any of the buffs from the towers currently active, so that could be obviously something else that helps people do this a little bit quicker and or just get more accomplished. And by that buff, I mean the one that gives you the additional balls when you beat an elite enemy. So those would typically drop even more if you had that tower active. So that's definitely a buff that would be advantageous for getting a new challenge rift edition. They did say they're going to be doing this every season reset, which is pretty insane, but they're not necessarily going to increase the level of the set gear, so that's fine. All right, we should be finishing up the mobs here. We're going to pick that up, and then yeah, this should be enough ads. I'm trying to save all of my cooldowns for the boss. All right, cool. So yeah, 360 is not a problem at all. Don't even have a like difficulty at all buff thing, so yeah, feeling pretty good about that. And then we're just destroying the boss itself, which is fine. We take that easy dub there. So in terms of legendaries, I would love to get the offhand, the new offhand for the Blood Knight. That's one that I'm still missing. And then the chest piece, I think, is the only other one. The new chest piece is the only one that I'm missing. Outside of that, I think I have every new essence for the Blood Knight. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have all essences in general for the Blood Knight. So yeah. That's the thing. Let's see what kind of gear we got over here. Didn't look like much and nothing. So apparently we didn't get any legendaries, which is fine. Let's go ahead and run it again. Let's run it back. Hello. So we're going to 365. So every 5 levels should guarantee you a legendary, give you a higher % chance of getting a legendary. I did not get my haircut, by the way, for those of you keeping up with my hair. The series about my hair, so no changes there. Unfortunately, she had to cancel the appointment, which is fine. Life happens. I think something happened where she had to go pick up her kids, so I hope all is well, but I will get my haircut a different time. I was actually testing out a new barber too, so I was looking forward to it, but obviously real life is way more important than a haircut, so I don't fault her at all for having to cancel. But I'm looking forward to at least getting it cut, because it's a little hot in Virginia still. That's where I'm from, by the way. East Coast, baby! Okay, we're giving up on that over there. Let's continue. And I might even cut this video up. I don't know how much editing I'll add to it. I might just let it go depending on kind of what topics I cover during these rifts, or I might just go straight to the boss fights, depending on how far I guess I get and how long the video turns out to be. But yeah. So this is 365. I feel like we'll get at least 3 more runs in before it gets too insane. I could be completely wrong and overestimating myself entirely. We're getting close to no elites in this round though, so that's pretty painful. That's what's making it take a lot longer already. There are, as I say that though, there are some elites. Yay. I love the elites. That does make it immensely faster. There's more elites over here. So that'll help. Again, this build is one that I haven't actually even made a video on. And again, depending on how long this overall takes, I might make a separate video, but it's still in pretty good damage and has some decent mobility, which is always appreciated in challenge rifts. I'll kind of dodge that attack there at the last second. For the skills. Wow, I feel like she died even faster than the last one did. Doesn't look like any legendaries again. Let's see if we get any in the mail from the run. I really want at least the offhand for the Blood Knight so I can cover like a good build. I'm okay with like moving on to my next class before... Oh, okay. Yes, nothing again. All right, so let's delete the red. Boom. Still no legendaries. All right, let's run it back. 370. Again, I have no idea when it's going to start getting difficult. Hopefully, I mean, I can't remember when they added 350. I know I've been farming it for a while now, but no idea. These guys should all die to my poison bats. Ooh, all kinds of ads here. We like that. Yes. All right, so this will be a nice little startup to get all these additional orbs in the beginning here. Yes, so much faster already than the last run with having no elites. Watch now. As soon as I said that, we're not going to be getting any elites now, which is kind of... Oh, there we go. All right, it looks like a double pack too, which is even better. The Blood Knight just has so much CC and burst damage capability, even in like I said, like a PvE build like this. So it's just so nice doing this. I don't know if I like the Blood Knight more than the Wizard. That's like a hard take. I don't know if I could actually say that completely, but it's definitely top 3, probably at least top 2 favorite classes of mine, between the Wizard and the Blood Knight. I just think there's no other class that I enjoy this much other than the Wizard, so I think it's definitely between those two. That one did a little bit more damage to us, but I still think we're doing fine. Not even like the little orange pop-up that says it's, you know, stronger opponents or whatever, so we're doing okay. Let's check our mail again, see if we get any legendaries. At some point I'm going to have to clean out my sort of fodder that we're getting. I would love a legendary. Nothing. All right, we'll probably run one more before we try to clean everything out. 375. Not bad. Believe it or not, I actually miss being a shadow. It's actually one of my preferred, I guess, versions to be. I would much rather be a shadow than an immortal. Immortal just requires you to be on at certain times a lot. So that can get kind of annoying, and the dailies take a great deal more amount of time, at least in my opinion. I did a video showcasing how long it took me to do my immortal dailies. It was about 40 minutes, which is pretty insane. It could have been a little faster considering I didn't have great queue times, and I did, I think, 2 dungeons by myself, so that was pretty painful to watch, actually. All right, let's go here and get the gold, then we'll go back down and get the blue. All right, sick. And then let's go down and get the blues. That'll get us pretty close. Boom. Ooh, very close. Very, very close. Close enough to finish it off. All right, looks like he's summoning up here. Yash. No. Yeah, this build feels good for challenge rifts. It'll be a better test when we actually get to a stronger difficulty. But, yeah, it's doing what it needs to do. Still love the offhand, though, the new offhand. New offhand, it basically makes your auto attacks make your own auto attacks, or your primary attacks, do more damage. Which is pretty insane. And it stacks up to, I think it's like 3 times, so it's basically a free 30% increase to attack speed. Which is going to make your single target damage pretty phenomenal, I'm not going to lie. All right, let's see. Anything good? No legendary. Oh, we got a chest. Don't think it's a chest that I want, though. All right, let's go ahead and turn this in real quick. I don't know what the new chest looks like, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. then we'll jump back in. That was what, 370 or 375? So not bad. I guess I can probably check here while we were walking. We did 375. Okay, cool. So we're about to do 380. That's pretty sick. And I am gambling every day on my blood knight in order to get more essences. It is not. Which one is this? The influencer? Yeah, Shroud of Night. All right, let's get back up there. Nope. Let's sell. Might be able to do an upgrade. I'm trying to decide on how I want to upgrade my secondary equipment. If I want to do it all like statically, where I upgrade like everything to the max level. So like I have 2 over here that are at 15. Do I want to do that, or I do want to focus on these so that I get more combat rating and like main stats? I think I don't know. We'll equal them all out. So we'll get everything to 16. We can do that right now. Boom, 16. We can upgrade another one up to 17, and that'll do it. So nice little upgrade there. Hell yeah. And everything gives me combat rating. So let's see what our combat rating is at now. Again, this is even going to help us. So we're at 22,492. So it was what, 30, 40 something combat rating? Not terrible. Not terrible at all. All right. So 380, I think, is what we're getting ready to hit. Again, this is where I believe 380 is, if I were to guess, where my combat rating is going to start to be a challenge, but we will see. Yeah, this is my guess. I think we're going to see an orange little warning thing here. If not, then I could push 390. Is my guess. If we don't see an orange thing here for the monsters, yeah, there you go. So how much am I down by? 2270 to 2240. So this will be doable. I don't think we'll be able to do. I think the next one might be a problem. Be interesting to see him, or I might have to switch up my build to some healing, because I have 0 healing in my build at the moment. I went for all damage, so that's an easy fix for the Blood Knight. You can definitely add a decent amount more healing to it, and then I'm not even changing my stances, which I guess I actually will. But yeah, so not too bad. All right, we're gonna go back and kill that mob. So at this point, I don't know how. Yeah, these mobs are freaking cake, so not too worried about that. My primary attacks do stupid damage, like stupid good damage. And I like it. I like it a lot. All right, no elites close by, but we're doing a number on the non-elite packs. And again, I had it about right that 380 would be around the time it became tough, so I feel good about that guess. All right, here we go. We got some elites. Get the damages. Boom. All right, let's keep it. Wow, that's a long line of people. Let's just kill them real quick. All right, run up. Okay, let's go this way. If I can. Elite pack. We like that. You can probably figure out which build I'm using just by watching, but I will cover the build either at the end of this video, or if I find a better one. I really just want to. I had somebody ask in my comments for like a good combat challenge rift build, and I realized that I don't have a good one. Most of my builds are focused around raiding or farming. Those are like the 2 things that I focus on the most when it comes to my build. So since we now have getting a little bit of input lag. Okay, there we go. Good lord. Abilities were not abilitying. Oh, I thought that was gonna do it. Yeah, so we might be able to clear 285. That is probably going to be a push, if I were to guess. We're doing perfectly fine on time. It's more just that, yeah. Let's go ahead and rotate here. Do lots of damage. Pop his armor. Get the buff. Not die here. To that. Oh, took a little bit more damage than I wanted. Stay close so that my Shadow's Edge is doing maximum damage. Get the heals. Get the damage buff from my skewer. So I am using that essence. Dodge these. Get the health. Pop the health again. Alright, so sick. That should give us a legendary item, right? Since it was harder. I don't know. Let's see. Moving on, let's see what we get. So again, I think 285 will be, I think I should be able to complete it, but I think it'll be a little tough. I think that should also round off that armor node I've been working on for a little bit. Yay. All right, male, challenge rift, no legendary, challenge rift, no legendary. Oh, fuck you too. All right, so now I think is where it's going to be a little challenging. I don't know if I'll be able to complete. Oh, wow, it didn't even give me 5. Dang, that's rough. All right, 283. Oh, that's going to be painful if I can't get to... That's weird. Is that a new change? I didn't know it did that, where if, like, did I not complete it within a certain amount of time or something? Oh, never. Good Lord. What was that? Oh, I guess that's why. Yeah, maybe this is it. Okay, yep, we found it. We found the one that's gonna stop us. So yeah, I'll little min max there on which one I can get to between 281 and 283. But yeah, that feels about right? So I will play around with these off stream or off video. Let's go ahead and look at the leaderboards. So like I said, I could see that Inferno. I was like, those numbers are low. So his combat rating was what? Almost 25k. So okay, feel good about that. These guys are getting the 290. Let's look at the lowest 290 and see. His combat rating was 23. So the recommended combat rating is 23 for the 280 whatever that I just went for. So that's not our 283, right? So this one, let's look at 288s. Yeah, 22, almost 23. Or yeah, 22.8. So okay, I feel pretty good about where I'm at for my combat rating. Could probably push it a little bit more, like I said, to like the 1 or to the 281 or 381 to 382. Could probably be in that range, but ultimately feels pretty good. In terms of the build, I'll go ahead and show you guys the build if you guys are curious. Hello. Okay, we'll just walk there apparently, since auto nav doesn't want to work. Oops, not the button I wanted to hit. All right, so this is what we're rocking. I am rocking. Headpiece is Horns of the Hexed, which is the Siphon Blood is no longer channeled, now moves with you, dealing damage and draining the life of nearby enemies. Siphon Blood also increased damage by 18%. I do have Essence Mastery level 4 now, by the way, in case you've been watching my other videos. So Swarm Speaker is the one where your bats swarm around you and do additional continual damage. Swarm bats damage increased by 18%. This goes well with the pants, which we were rocking Poison, which is the Faces of the Fading Mirth. And then for the chest piece, that was the only different one that I've been using. I haven't used this one in a long time. So No More Bygones. And Sanguate now also shatters enemy armor, increasing the damage they take by 19% for 3 seconds. I like that a lot. Along with the Skewer, the Beast Laver, which is your Skewer now causes you to leap into the air and slam into the target location, knocking enemies up and stunning them. Skewer damage increased by 18%. If you don't know, this does a ton of damage. Like way more than I thought it did. So it's actually pretty good. And then we are using the Spridge of Hawthorn, which basically makes your Skewer increase the damage done that you do by 19% for 4 seconds. And then I am using the new Cruel Vendetta main hand, so Shadow's Edge damage increased by 38%, which is pretty juicy. And then again, this is where the new offhand would go if I had it. So Hanging Chalice is what I'm using instead, which is the one where after it hits an enemy, two blades ricochet out, doing additional damage. So that's the build that I use. I like it a lot. Again, the only change that I would do is definitely the offhand. So it's the Moon Call. So Shadow's Edge also increases your primary attack speed by 10% for 2 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Shadow's Edge damage increased by 9%. Again, just go all in on that sort of primary attack damage. And then for the chest, it's hard to say if I would recommend this one. I haven't used it enough to know. I haven't used it at all. But yeah, Shroud of Night now conjures 2 immobile shadowy apparitions that utilize your primary attack to assault nearby enemies. Shroud of Night cooldown reduction reduced by 7.2%. I think this will be good because it does utilize your primary attack, and if you're buffing your primary attack as much as we are, that should be good. The only thing that bothers me is that it is immobile. So it's the lack of movement and where they spawn. Like if they can't get close enough, that's going to be a problem. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. How far were you able to push in the challenge rift? We are now stuck at 380 even, which might change here in the coming days, but that's where we're at for right now. Until next time, lock it in.